Cool.
Welcome back to Everybody Has a Podcast. I'm Grayson,
Jesus. I'm Dan.
and today we have a special guest. It's my good friend and brother, Mr. Garrett Hines.
Honored to be on the podcast.
Brothers by chance, friends by choice.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Bro.
For legal purposes, you cannot call into the podcast.
Well, I guess you
I'm
could
just
if you
kidding. I
just
don't
time
actually
it right.
listen.
It's true, actually.
Tell you what, yeah, if anyone ever calls
You'd have to
me,
have a really good timing, though.
yeah, if anyone ever calls me at the one time every 3 weeks when we record a podcast,
Yeah,
I
I was
will
gonna say
answer.
that. They'd have to have really good timing because even we don't know when we're recording the podcast.
But if you call me at other random time trying to get on the podcast, I'm blocking your number
Yeah. So
and you're
watch
going on the
out,
hate
Dad.
list.
I don't care if you're in the hospital.
I was about to say your dad calls you, Dad, you gotta come quick. Your sister's in the hospital. Nice try. Get blocked, hater.
That would not be good. Do you ever think about that though?
What? That
Like,
is so
like
vague. What?
no. So, do you ever think about like, what if? Do you ever like go through your day and you're like, man, I wonder what would have happened if I got a call saying a very close family relative was in the hospital right now?
Dan, I lost touch
I
with
can't say that
reality.
I do.
I
You
lost touch with
don't?
reality like 2 months ago, Dan.
No,
That's all I do.
Gary, you're the odd one out here.
that's surprising.
I'm
The thing
surprised,
is,
Garrett, you don't.
I'm surprised you don't too.
Just think about getting a call like, yo, your entire family's in the hospital.
Well, I mean, not your entire family, but just someone you
Well,
know
like
is in
a
the
family
hospital that you
member.
need. Because the thing that sparked me thinking about it was like when I started classes, the professors are like super strict about attendance. So they're like, oh, but if you like get a phone call and you need to step out and somebody's in the hospital or something, literally just leave. Like I don't care. And I was like, man, what would I do if that did happen?
So it was prompted
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
a
somewhat,
little
but
bit. I
it,
don't know.
that was like
My thing is
however many
like
weeks ago.
for attendance for classes, that's not really a problem for me. I just don't show up.
Friendly reminder that our parents do listen to the podcast.
So
Oh, dude, wait, that actually
Shit.
reminds me. Dude, I called
Uh,
the other day and he was talking to me. Literally, like one of the first things he's like, so let me ask you this. If I'm in the kitchen and I scratch my upper thigh, am I supposed to wash my hands? He's like, you see where I'm going with this? Let's say I don't, I just, the waistband down. Am I washing my hands? Do I have to wash my
Look, I don't care if you.
wait. This is implying that he does that. And we've eaten his food before.
That's what I was
Mm,
saying. I literally was like, you
Oh no.
cook. He's like, I'm just
yeah.
saying. I'm just saying.
So yeah,
Great, so I'm never gonna eat his food again. Duly
yeah.
noted.
Well, he did have
You're
a good point
welcome.
though. Because he was telling me, he's like, think about it. Like when you're on the can, 9 times out of 10, you're also on your phone. Do you wash your phone? You got your hands all over your phone. You know,
I mean, I
That's a fair
guess
point.
so. That's a good point, but
I
I don't just.
also
I also don't lick my phone, so I don't care. I don't care what he does in his private life. Okay, if he's in a public bathroom and he like he goes on the can and he gets out and he doesn't wash his hands, I don't want to shake his hand right after that.
I think
going back to
he's a
this.
no,
That's why
yeah,
he brought
okay,
it up. Yeah,
let's actually not let's not
yeah.
talk
Just
about
recycle
poop
the other podcast content.
3 episodes in a row.
Look, have you not watched YouTube at all ever?
True.
That's what they
Dan, I've
do.
watched too much YouTube.
That's what they do. They recycle content.
Oh,
That's true.
what's your
That
most
was
recent like YouTube binge?
Uh,
Master Chef.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like watched one video and then I was like, damn, I'm hooked. And like there's like the US version where they're just literally just berating the chefs. they like forgot to add like a cherry on top or whatever, and they're just like, "You absolute fucking disgrace. You need to leave, go like kill yourself, kill your family, and never
In
never
that order.
never
In that
look
order.
at." And then on like Canada, they're like, "Oh, I mean, that was a good try. Just next time do this." It's
No,
like,
of course.
Jesus.
It's
Don't they just say
Canadian,
yes,
dude.
chef, to everything too?
Oh yeah.
He's like, I want you to murder your infant son. Yes, chef. Sorry, chef.
Have you ever done anything right in your life? No, chef.
No, chef.
Forgets to shave one lemon into the pasta. What the hell's wrong with you? Can
Yes,
you do
chef.
anything right? Sorry, chef. Oh my god, dude.
They do like the mystery box or whatever, and it's like, they're like, "All right, guys, we prepared some really special ingredients for you today. Today you will be cooking your own children." Yes, chef.
See if you can make a stellar 5-star dish out of your firstborn child.
They do the interview. The chef is like, yeah, I always thought Jimmy would make a good like side dish to pasta.
They're like, the texture in this.
They do the fuck, what is it called? Like the one-on-one thing where they're like reviewing it or whatever. They're like, "Oh my God, when he lifted it and my own son was under that box, I was like, how am I gonna do this?" And then I thought, if I do a puree, I can just.
I could pair this with a dry red wine. It'd be amazing. That's pretty good though. Master Chef. I never would
Master
have
Chef.
suspected you would enjoy watching Master Chef.
I don't know that it's so much that I enjoy it as much as I cannot stop watching YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you get into it
You
because of
guys ever?
oh, sorry, go on.
I was gonna ask. You guys ever been down the beekeeper rabbit hole of YouTube?
Dude, I almost did.
Yes, I
I
did.
almost did.
I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of honey, dude.
I love the like going into a house with a humongous hive in the wall,
Yeah.
and they like tear it down and just bees just pour out like liquid. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh.
It's crazy because then they're like, yeah, I think I got stung like twice. And
Yeah,
it's just like a
they're
No,
wearing
monstrous
the
like
amount
dudes
of
will be
bees.
going in there,
they're
no
wearing like
gloves, like nothing, just
Yeah.
fucking.
Dude's butt ass naked, and then just like, let me pull these bees out of this wall.
all right.
Do you want to restate your clarification, Garrett?
Yeah, Garrett, this is a good time for you to restate
Yeah,
your
let
clarification.
me defend myself here. So when I said I skip classes, I do skip classes, but only classes where the notes are online and I can just do them myself. Um, Still graduating with honors, still good grades and all. But when the professors go on tangents for 10 minutes and then I tune out and I tune back in and they've covered it like 3 chapters, I find that a little distracting.
Yeah,
Mm.
dude. I think that's probably I moved just specifically so I could go to class in person because I think I learned better that way.
Mm.
But I think that's probably the worst part of college, like in-person college, because you listen to the other episodes, right, Garrett?
Yes.
I talked about he's not my professor anymore, but I talked about my theology professor a lot and how he would literally not talk about the material at all, and then he would just talk about like 3 chapters in 15 minutes, which is like not enough time at all to go over what we
Yeah.
need to go over. And then he would just continue on his tangents about whatever. It's family life, his watches or whatever. Oh my god, it sucks. Cause then you like learn nothing. Then you go back and you're like, okay, let me take the quizzes online. And then you're like, maybe I will cheat.
Just this
Allegedly,
once.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly cheat, in case my parents are listening to this.
Or your professor's like, maybe I'll check out this my aspiring student Daniel's podcast.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like, I've
Speaking of
always liked
actually,
that guy.
yeah. Speaking of my theology professor, uh, it's been a while since I've been around him, but I remember like towards the end of the class, because it was an 8-week class. Towards the end, he was talking about TikTok, because it's a hot topic always. And he was talking about how like his students recommended that he get one so that he would like post his teachings or whatever on TikTok.
That's just cruel.
I know,
Yeah.
right? So the thing is, he deleted it. He got it, but then because it made him horny.
No way did he tell your class that.
He told it. He didn't say horny,
I
but
would
he said
expect. Go ahead, sorry.
he was like, I got TikTok and the things it recommends you, it leads you down the wrong path. It's just
I
it's
would
just
expect
No.
nothing less from
as
a
egregious
theology
was.
professor.
Bro, you know the algorithm like specifically is tailored to what you watch, right? If you're telling us this, you realize you're telling us that you were like liking the things for them to show up more often. Like, bro, you
No.
can you can click not
No.
interested. Oh man, it was so bad. I was like, and he brought it up multiple times
He
because
did it to himself.
yeah, he forgot that he'd brought it up, and then he would like tell us about it. He like, did I tell you guys about why I got TikTok or when I got TikTok? Nobody would say anything because the whole class is completely nobody talks, and he would just tell us again. He told us like 4 times. I was like, bro, please, please, please stop bringing this up. He had
he's
a
he's like,
terrible
I'm
teaching
getting
assistant.
I'm getting worked up just thinking about it right now.
He's like, is there a bathroom pass or something? I gotta.
Yeah.
You guys will excuse me.
You mind if I take a moment? Gotta use the restroom.
Does anyone
Yeah, he's
have
like, hold on,
TikTok on their phone? I might need to borrow it.
I think I'm getting a call about a family emergency. I gotta go.
Oh
Yo,
my
speaking
god.
of theology, though, you guys hear Bible Part 2 just dropped?
Bible Part 2?
Yeah. You ever
No.
heard of the Dead Sea Scrolls?
Oh
No.
wait, I have heard of those, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Please
Dude,
educate me, Garrett.
I found out about this the other day. Easy. Apparently they found scrolls in caves, by the Dead Sea, obviously, but they
Mm.
found these scrolls in these caves, and they're like basically on par with the quality of sources that are like included in the Bible, like same time period, legitimate authors, like content is like very much in line with what you might see in the Bible.
Mm.
Um, and they think that like the only reason it wasn't included was just because they were lost. Um, and it's got like crazy shit in there, bro. It's like uh you ever heard of like Nephilim?
Oh
No.
my God, I'm so happy you were talking about this. I was like, man, I hope Garrett starts talking about crazy fucking Gnosticism and archons on the podcast.
No,
Yeah.
real shit. Like half of the Dead Sea Scrolls are like essential Gnostic texts.
No way.
Like
All right, wait, sorry. So
Yeah.
tell me more
Please
about it.
explain to me what all this means, because
Where were
so
you? Sorry, go
the
on.
Nephilim, right? So there's like a section talking about Nephilim, which are basically the giants, right? So Bible lore confirming giants again, but it explains it in that like when Satan fell from heaven, a certain amount of angels fell with him, became fallen angels, fell to earth. And these fallen angels, they have TikTok, they're getting horny. So they go and they have sex with a bunch of women. No. No, but they have sex with a bunch of women, and like according to the Dead Sea Scrolls, I believe that the offspring of the fallen angels and the human females are the giants, the Nephilim. And there's like a bunch of like crazy shit like that in there, where it's like this is basically like Bible level material.
Oh my
that's crazy.
God.
That is crazy. Wait, so what happens to their bones then? Why haven't we found their bones?
You know what, Dan?
It's like, what about the dinosaur bones? The dinosaur bones, guys.
No, I
Uh,
meant like just straight up like giant's bones.
No, I know. I think it's the same thing of like, h- how does the Bible explain dinosaur bones or whatever for like
Oh,
creationists? Where it's
dude,
like,
trust me.
why have we not
Uh,
found giant bones? Well,
The thing
because
is, the, the thing with religion is there are so many different perspectives on like one subject when it's like that's what makes it not believable to me. How can you not agree if there's one text and there's one truth? How are there so many different truths to that text? I don't get it.
yeah, and why would God not come down and be like, guys, 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 this is what I'm talking about, or at least send
Well,
you know,
a dude?
that can be explained away, but
well, one of the things that got me was, you guys ever read Revelations?
no. I've heard
No, I
a
probably
good amount
should
of it.
though.
It's written by Paul, right?
Uh, Fuck, I don't know. I don't know
Alright,
Oh,
go
that part.
ahead.
I
fake
know a
fan,
lot about
fake
it, but not
fan.
Yeah.
that. It might be John, but I don't know. No, but like, so there's a part of it where he's describing the apocalypse and the rapture, right?
Mm.
And he literally goes down the list and is like, of the tribe of John, like 700,000 will be saved. Of the tribe of like Paul, 313,000 will be saved. And he goes down like listing it, like exact numbers. And it's like a lot of the Bible is explained away as being metaphorical. And I don't see how, if this guy listed exact statistics, you can call that a metaphor. And
Like,
clearly, that's not everyone that's being saved because there's 8 billion people nearly on the earth.
mm.
And that was
How
Well,
like
many of those people
1
are
billion.
worth saving though, Garrett? Really?
yeah,
Oh,
that's a good
shit.
question.
They got me.
Well,
No,
there's
but
that.
it just feels like he's like, yo, me and my boys, 800,000 are being saved. You and your boys, you got like two.
You what if imagine they actually did get saved and like we're already living in hell?
Oh, Dan.
Yeah.
Imagine.
See, you said something about like, imagine if you got like a phone call. I don't imagine that. I do imagine that we're already in hell.
It's not too far off. But
Don't
I
tell
mean you were
me.
talking about Snapchat right before before we got on the
If
podcast and
that's not
how
hell, I don't know what is.
I mean but you're talking about how brainless the articles on Snapchat are, which
Yeah.
dear
God,
God are they?
I still can't get over the one where it's like taking shots with my terminally ill mother. Like
Dude, oh my
who saw
God.
that and was like, put that out, you
The
know?
thing is, that's a YouTube channel too. So they put it on YouTube first and then they put it on Snapchat.
Ah,
Oh my
it's so
God.
gross.
Why would you be like, "Hey mom, I just found this opportunity. Uh there's these people that want to record us taking shots together because you're terminally ill and they just want to catch a few tender moments between us." Now, how can you as the mother be like, how can you say no? It's the last moments you have with your daughter. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? How could you be like, no, I don't want to do that? Instead, you're just like, well, I've only got a few more like weeks left in my life, so I might as well just hate it. So let me get on this video with my daughter and take shots.
You know what I
Dear
was
God.
actually, you know what I
Probably just thinking,
remembered?
I'm gonna black out for this interview.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little pregame.
she's like, I don't want to even remember these last couple months.
He's like, hopefully I take enough shots to kill me.
Yeah. Where is this
Uh,
going? Snapchat? Oh, it's sick. Pass me the bottle.
Damn. Yeah, that reminded me of a I saw there's like a makeup artist on Snapchat. And I was like,
Uh,
why, given your current situation, why would you choose to do like the one thing that you like would be not good at, you know?
Well, there's a couple things. One thing actually might be because people told her she couldn't or that she could never do that. And then she was like, "You know what? I'm gonna prove you wrong." Because that's how I get my motivation is if somebody tells me I can't do something, I am immediately like, let me do that thing right now to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
So
That's
that
what I'm
could be
thinking,
one
I
thing.
guess. But at the end of the
That
day,
But
would
it's
be a
I
like,
think
powerful motivation to overcome like all those obstacles, I guess.
yeah,
yeah,
I think I see your point though. It's like you're
Logically.
yeah, you're like purposely putting yourself through a struggle for something that like you probably have other strengths. Uh why not go after something that does well with those instead of doing something that is just completely focused on your weaknesses.
Yeah, I
yes, that is
mean,
exactly my point.
yeah. I mean, I have a good example of this. In high school, when I first joined the crew team, I was like, I want to row, and they were like, dude, you're like 80 pounds, like soaking wet. You need to be the coxswain, which is like the captain steering the boat or whatever. Because you want like a lightweight dude steering the, because he's basically dead weight because he's not like pulling his weight, he's not rowing. Um, so it's less weight for the rowers to pull. And me, for whatever reason, I was like, dude, I want to row. I was like, what, like 4'5", 80 pounds, and they were like, no, please, please don't. And I was like, no, fuck you, I'm doing it. And I did it one semester, and then I was like, this was a mistake. Put me in the captain's seat. I'll steer the ship. That's fine. And
Well,
I got really good at that, and I had a blast with it.
dude, at
So,
least you did it though. How did it feel when you were like, I'm gonna do this, and then you actually did?
well, I got put in the dog shit boat. So,
Well, I
so
mean, there's that.
I was like, this is like, I mean, it was nice. Like, I definitely like regret doing it for a little bit, but like basing, like, if I had done my whole high school career off of that, it would not have been as enjoyable.
Hmm.
Yeah, Garrett's Rocky moment was him getting third place in the boat that has like 4 leaks in it.
You see that? I did that. I did that.
He
Talk
gets out
about
of the boat at the dock and just starts like punching the air.
it's not about how hard you hit, about how hard you could get hit and keep moving forward.
Meanwhile, the boat is like sinking behind me.
Yeah, completely vertical Titanic scene right in in the water.
Fucking there's like an orchestra playing in the
Yeah.
background.
You got a topic today, Grayson?
I do. I wrote some down. You wouldn't believe it.
Really? I feel like that's the first
Uh-oh.
time ever.
Um, okay, well, let me find it.
There it is. I was like, whoa, that was a real professional move. And he's like, let me find
Yeah, of course.
Um, yeah, so I couldn't find
Are
it.
you still
The
looking
only
for it?
No, the only thing I have is I okay, well, I'll just tell you the story. I'm more of a story guy than a topic guy.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I went and visited my girlfriend of 1 month now. I went and visited her family because her niece was getting baptized, and somehow I got the invitation,
Hmm.
which was it was definitely a pretty early move, but I was like, you know what? I don't care, and as long as they're cool with it, it'll be fun or whatever. So
You
I
get
roll
there,
up.
you're like, this is all bullshit. None of you, what you believe is true.
That's dude, I went to mass with her and her sisters, and I was like I feel like I'm undercover, low key. And then yeah, and then oh dude, so then because I'm confirmed Catholic, so I was like, all right, I'll just go up and get the communion, that way no one like spots me as the fake Catholic or whatever. And then so
Right.
I get up and we're like standing in line, and my girlfriend's like, or her name's Bree for the record. She's like, okay, so when you get there, just cross your arms and like they'll like, which basically means like, oh, like don't give me communion, just like pat me on the head and send me on my way. And I was like, but I'm confirmed though. And she goes, okay. And so now I'm like standing in line, like, oh my God, like, am I gonna like, is she gonna be super pissed at me if I get this communion now? You know? And then so then I was like, here, why don't you go first? So she went ahead of me. That way she wouldn't see me getting the communion.
Oh, nice. Well, if she
Yeah.
listens, now she knows.
Oh,
You just
why did
exposed
I? No,
yourself.
I told her
Dude,
about it.
dude, let's go over the list of things Grayson has exposed himself for. He didn't wash his hands till he was 14. He shit
Yeah.
himself. He shit himself at a party one time.
After I was 14.
Yeah.
We don't need to
And
go over all
now
this again.
he
We
took
don't.
communion as an atheist.
Yeah.
So I think you're definitely going to hell. So if we're
Yeah.
not already there.
I
If we're not
yeah,
already
true. What are
there,
you talking about?
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you know what happened recently?
What's up?
So I went back home for drill as I do, and I was staying at my mom's, and me and Emily went out for dinner one time, and there's this building by my mom's house. It's got this symbol with like it's got a compass, a G, I think, in the
Freemason.
center.
That's the Freemason symbol.
Yeah, so it's the Freemason Center. Emily didn't know that, right? Emily was like, "Do you know what that building is?" I was like, "Yeah, I think it's like for masonry." And she was like, "Are you sure? I think it's a cult."
Well, she's not wrong.
Yeah,
You're both right.
I was like, "No, I'm pretty sure it's the masonry building." She's like, "No, I'm pretty sure it's a cult." So I looked it up, and I was like, "Yeah, it's a masonry building."
That's funny.
No, she was right.
Yeah,
She
I
is
thought.
right.
No, like actually, dude.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
We actually
Freemasonry's
had a
insane.
Freemason come to one of our chapters uh for like SIG-Ep, and he like gave us like a Freemason pitch. He's like, "Yo, like when you guys are done, like when you graduate, come be Freemasons."
Who let that? Who invited him?
Well, he lets us use the lodge for some of the rituals. Um,
The
so they
rituals.
were like,
Yeah,
"All
no
right,
wonder he's got invited. You guys are already a
yeah,
cult.
uh,
I just want to know what
no,
frat bro
there's."
was like. Yo, bros! Today we're gonna have a special guest speaker. This is Tom. He's a Freemason. Tom's like, you
It
guys ever
was
hear of
wild, dude.
adrenochrome?
He's
I
like,
think
"You want to
it's
hear the list of like top political influencers that we have under our
Yeah. He's like, you
organization?"
guys want to meet Jay-Z?
Oh my god.
It was crazy though, because like he didn't introduce himself as that. He just like opened doing his speech, and I was like, "Who the hell is this guy, and what is he selling me?" And then at a certain point, he dropped like Freemason. I was like, "There it is." There it is. All right,
I
just
did not
got it.
know that. I did not know they were like basically a cult.
No, yeah, it's on like secret rituals and stuff.
Same with
Uh,
Interesting.
well, I guess not really same with, but apparently Jehovah's Witnesses too are like super culty.
yeah, I feel like Jehovah's Witness has like cult-like tendencies, but I'd still call them a religion.
Yeah.
But if what I read on 4chan is true, some dude was dropping, like he was like, "Yeah, I was like about to become initiated into a Freemason, and then I decided that I didn't want to sell myself."
Sure.
So he like contacted, like he like replied to like the recruiter because they have like someone that like guides you through like the process or whatever. And he was like, "Hey, like I just became a born again Christian, and I don't feel comfortable uh like selling my soul and destroying my body for your rituals." And the dude was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that."
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that. What a
Bummer,
dude.
dude.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Anyway.
Let me know if you know anybody that would be down though.
God.
You guys want to talk about Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock?
Very briefly, if we are gonna talk about it, because like
Yeah, I
that's
feel
been
like
like done to death.
I mean, yeah, because we took forever to get this episode. So it happened like I think like 2 weeks ago now.
I feel
Yeah.
like my only original comment on that is that as soon as it blew up, I was like, this is too big, it's getting too much coverage. What are they hiding?
What are they
What are
hiding?
they?
Yeah,
No,
you never
they
see
always
that
do
when
that.
like anytime like some like something like the government will do something and they don't want you to find out about it. They'll just like
Oh,
put like some like pre-ordered news story and just blow it up, and then you'll like so that you won't be able to see the news story regarding like what they fucked up.
Yeah. Didn't that happen a lot around
yeah.
Epstein and stuff and
Yeah.
his wife?
Yeah, I know there was something that dropped recently regarding that, and then the news just covered like a building collapse in Florida. Like for like 3 days, they covered like one building collapse, and it was all to just cover up like whatever shady shit they were doing.
Nice.
So
Huh.
true.
I guess I don't pay that much attention to that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was artificial.
no,
Just
I don't
because
think it is.
just
I
because
think that's just me.
the way that Chris Rock was talking to Will Smith afterwards, like Will Smith, like he said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, and then Chris Rock was like, dude, that was a GI Jane joke.
That was my
It's like
favorite part.
that was too like natural, you know. It's so
No.
uncomfortable and so tense, and I was like, that was my favorite part too. It's like that was a GI Jane joke.
Yeah,
Like
no,
he said it again.
it was definitely real. It's just I think it was just like the media recognized an opportunity to just because I feel like the media loves it when things like that happen where things go wrong, but they
Mhm.
aren't like legally allowed to like encourage it, you know? But when it does
Uh,
happen, that's they just hop on it like a dog in heat.
oh Jesus. Yeah,
I think the phrase
yeah
is
no,
actually bitch in heat, but we'll
yeah.
oops.
Yeah, good thing you didn't say it.
I know, I was like, you know, I censored myself and then I just said it anyway.
Yeah, nice job, man. I think another thing was it became like a huge trend too, just on Twitter and everywhere else. And I think that was another got pumped up in the media too, because the media likes to jump on trends now. That's like the big thing. And this was probably
Mhm.
like the biggest trend that has happened last like year.
No, 100. Like,
So
yeah, no, I think like I think it blew up naturally as well. Because I mean, shit,
oh,
I was reading.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was, I was like, well,
You
how
took
is
a
Chris Rock gonna respond?
Garrett took a break in between Master Chef episodes and was like, "Yo, wait, what happened?" So the question is, who do you think was right in the situation?
What?
That's not much of a question, Dan.
Who
You
was
don't think
right?
so?
In what world was Chris Rock? Oh, actually, never mind. I was about to
What?
say, in what world was he wrong? But I guess he did make a off-color joke.
Chris Rock? A G.I.
Yeah,
Jane joke? You're joking.
because no, his what's her name? Will Smith's
Jaden Smith,
wife, Jada Smith.
yeah, Jada Smith.
She has some sort of like autoimmune
It's
disorder that
alopecia.
causes
She has alopecia, which causes brain or hair loss, brain loss.
brain loss. Well, probably,
And
to be honest with you.
yeah.
So
But
yeah, that's
so
probably
that's
why. Like, I mean, so I'm gonna say some things that everybody's already said, but Will Smith laughs at first, and then afterwards the camera cuts, and then Will Smith gets up and slaps him, which
yeah.
is probably means that Jada like told him that she or he
No,
like saw her
here's
reaction.
here's the kicker.
100%.
Yeah, the kicker is afterwards she comes out and she's like, I do not condone Will Smith's behavior. It's like,
What the
how
He's
heck?
are you not
fucking
gonna
psycho,
support your
man.
own damn husband, bro?
That's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
No.
yeah.
their relationship's fucked.
I definitely agree though. Like, I don't think that Will's been slapped on. I think that's way too far.
Yeah, I mean the
Yeah.
dude was
I
having a
mean,
mental
I've
breakdown.
always, I guess, but
Not
I
that it
don't know.
justifies it. I'm just saying
I've
that's why
always,
he
yeah,
did
I
it.
was about to say, like, my
Yeah.
thing has always been like, uh, verbal is one level, and then like physical is another. So if he made a joke like and defend your wife's honor, the correct response would be to like speak up and like say like, "Hey man, that's fucked up" or something like that.
Yeah, or just like make a hand motion where everybody knows the universal sign is you swipe your hand over your neck and you're like you shake your head no and you're like this is don't keep going.
Yeah. But I mean, even then, like it was a tame joke.
It
Like
Yeah.
was
you
a
go to
tame
those
joke.
awards and like like the comedian is gonna come out and roast people.
Yeah.
It's just Jada being psycho and Will being manipulated.
Yeah, dude. Imagine if somebody had sex with his wife. You know what he would do?
Classic.
Dude, what is wrong with? Ugh.
Yo, I
I think
will
that's.
say,
Go ahead.
sorry. So the jokes after that, absolutely fucking priceless.
Yeah. People got
I was
so
like,
creative. I've never seen people be that creative over something so mainstream.
what do you
Yeah,
mean?
one was like
Hope you're ready to put these in,
so
Grayson.
so G.I. Jane
No.
comes in August, or do I have that backwards?
What?
One of the jokes was so G.I. Jane comes in August, or do I have that backwards?
Oh my god.
That's so fucking clever. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just saw one. You know what? I talk all this shit about like, oh, dude, you wouldn't believe how clever they were. The one I saw is just like Will Smith gets slapped, but with ragdoll physics. Oh, Richard!
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, the Chris Rock gets
Oh,
slapped with
Chris Rock
ragdoll
gets
physics.
slapped. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I saw that one too.
Dude, that one was so funny. Oh my god.
Oh my
He's like,
god, that's
uh-oh,
a good one.
uh-oh, and then just
Yeah, he just flops all over the stage. It's so good. Someone had to
Oh, man.
render that. They took their time with that one.
I know, dude, I know.
Oh man.
So good. All right, let's get off the fucking Chris. I hate the fucking Chris Rock, Will Smith.
Yeah.
Let's get off of it.
Yeah, all right. We can move on. You got anything you want to talk about, Garrett?
I mean, I already brought the Dead Sea Scrolls.
All right. I could talk about you guys want to talk about PDA?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, that's a good topic. Holy shit.
Okay. So I'll start with my perspective. So the reason I put this down as a topic was I was sitting in the in the hall waiting for classes to start, right? I'd gotten there a little early, so I was just sitting and waiting, playing some Super Auto Pets.
Yes,
And
sir.
I look up and there's this couple just straight up making out for like I tried not to look too long, but every time I looked up, it was like every 10 seconds they were still just going at it. And I was like, dude, you're in the middle like this is not like a private area. This is like the most everybody is walking in this area. They're just standing they're directly in front of me. They of course they chose the one spot somebody's sitting and decided to stand right there and make out. And I'm like, please, I just give me some space.
Dan's sitting there.
I feel like I'm a part of this.
Dan's sitting there thinking to himself, "This is leading me down some dark place."
Yeah. Dude, it made me so uncomfortable. Oh, I hated it. And before before I started dating my current girlfriend, PDA was like I was not a huge fan of it at all. Like didn't want I didn't want to touch in public, nothing. Now I hold hands and comfortable with it, but I was just like to go from not touching you like I don't want to be associated with you in public to like I can hold hands and whatever. And then I just don't want where these people are at, where they're making out in front of like the entire campus.
No, yeah, it's like
It's
the high
just
schoolers who will like slam each other up puckers.
yeah.
It's like Jesus.
They just get the strong one arm, boom, against the lockers. So, babe,
Gotta
you
go
come
to
here
class.
often?
Oh man. What about you guys? How do you feel about PDA?
I'm right there with you, dude. I don't do PDA.
Not at all?
To be honest with you, like I
He
try
hasn't
to
had
avoid
much
it.
of a choice recently.
Hey, fuck you, dude.
Dude, we're just gonna get on here. We're gonna invite only,
Literally,
dude, Grayson. We're gonna invite only guests who don't have significant others, and we're just gonna for not having significant others the whole time.
literally have a girlfriend right now, but fuck you.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
uh,
This is breaking news on the
don't
Everybody Has
laugh.
a
Dude,
podcast.
this is, yeah, it's exclusive news with Garrett Hines.
That's all you get.
Um,
I'm not dropping
Congrats.
any more knowledge.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Insert
How about you,
Neon
Grayson?
Genesis
We're not gonna do that
super.
again. No, we're not gonna do that.
The thing is, honestly, the more repeat memes we have is better because then I don't have to download shit off of sketchy websites and I can just use the ones I already have.
Fair. All right,
How
Grayson,
do
what
I
about
feel
you? How do you
about?
feel about PDA? Yeah.
I'm all about PDA. I say, listen. Why should I care about other people? You know, all I care about is me and my girlfriend. So I say, if other people
Lame
don't like
ear.
it, they can screw it. They can
Just
screw off.
whisper in Bree's ear. Take me right now.
We're in line at Wendy's. Bree.
Yeah.
No, in actuality, I'm just similar to. Shockingly, I know you wouldn't expect it, but I'm in the same boat as you guys.
Well,
Here's the
we need
question.
some sort of antagonist in this.
Yeah, well, here's the question. Where is the line drawn? So like, is kissing cool or is kissing too
I
much?
think a smooch is fine if you guys are just like chilling, but if you guys are like if you're in the line at a freaking Wawa and you're just like waiting, everybody, there's a line behind you, there's people in front of you, and you guys are just like, yeah, right now is a good time to start kissing, start loving on each other. It's like, bro, where? Like, people have nowhere else to look. Please, I don't want to look at the ceiling. I don't want to look at the ground. I'm tired of looking at my phone. Can you please stop making out right in front of me?
No, I
Dude,
mean that's a good point. It's like, like there's the line, but there's also like the line and the context.
yeah.
Because I feel like an extended kiss, if it's just like, I don't know, like a group hangout, like where you're all drinking, like that's fine. But like an
Ah,
extended kiss, huh?
and
Sorry,
what define
extended kiss meaning like 4 seconds max.
You guys are drinking. I think and this is like your significant other. I think that's fine. I think I'm with you on that, Gary.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so.
If
Like
it feels
you
like
like good.
for me, I feel like if I feel like there are people that I am not comfortable with looking at me while I'm publicly displaying my affection, then I don't want to do it. I feel like that is the point where you're like, you should not do it. If there are people around you that you don't know or you're not comfortable with, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Well, but what about people who are comfortable with total strangers seeing it?
I don't know. We could do like a on the street. I could go around my campus asking people, "Hey, how comfortable are you eking out like right in front of you in the line at whatever restaurant or whatever?" And then we could get a little survey going. I'm in statistics right now, so I'm basically an expert on finding statistics and variable change and all that.
Whoa, Dan,
So
you really just bring up statistics, man? Come on. Talking about crime
anyway,
statistics already?
my point is,
Sorry.
my point is, I don't think that the majority is comfortable with people kissing extensively in public.
Yeah, it's the location.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was at we have like a big snowball fight here at Notre Dame every time that there's like a the first big snowfall of the year. Like everyone goes down to South Quad and has like a big snowball fight. And so I was just like walking around, having a snowball fight, throwing snowballs or whatever, and I see these two people just going to town on each other. And I was like, what is it about a snowball fight that gets you going? Like, why here?
Yeah.
Like he just domed some kid with glasses and like broke them. And she's like, "Oh my God, babe, now."
Dude, at that point, that's when you get targeted. Like you start doing that, then like everybody needs to start throwing the snowballs at them.
Dude, true. Yeah, those
Dude,
are a lot
I
of
can't
fun though.
understand it. Some
Do a
people just
firing squad on them.
yeah. Ready?
You are
Three.
guilt. You have been convicted of being horny. Any last words?
Release.
Someone just packs like a snowball full of ice too.
Just rocked.
I was about to say, yeah, like the firing squad, like you don't know who has the bullet. In this case, it's like you don't know who has the rock.
Someone just brings an actual gun.
They're like, you said firing squad. I was like,
They have an actual like black powder or gunpowder. Sorry, gunpowder
Yeah, there's just like a
musket.
giant like boom of like smoke.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think it's I feel like we agree too much topics like this because none of us
Yeah.
have disagreed really yet.
Well, no, I know. That's what I was telling Griffin about that because he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear Garrett on the podcast." Or either that, or he was talking about how he likes how Doug brought something else to the table. Yeah, that's what it was. He was talking about how he liked how Doug like brought a new perspective to the table because he said that you and I, Dan, basically say the same thing in different fonts.
Yeah, I mean
And
pretty much.
yeah. But then he was like, "Yeah, I'm looking forward to Garrett being on the podcast." I was like, "Yeah, it'll just be us three talking about how much we hate our lives or whatever for an
Yeah,
hour."
how life is hell.
yeah.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
About sums it up, I feel.
Ooh, okay, you know what I can do? Actually, no, I won't bring it back up. I was gonna go back to the Will Smith and Chris Rock thing because my girlfriend was
Please,
like,
God.
Will Smith thing.
What'd she say?
Yo, that's my girlfriend said the same thing,
Isn't
dude.
that crazy? Wait, is it? You think it's just women?
Wait, what
I
did they say? You cut out for it.
Oh, they said
they
that Will Smith should have slapped Chris Rock.
yeah,
That's a
no,
listen,
my
respectfully, brain dead take. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
she said he
So,
was defending her honor.
yeah, that's basically the thing behind it. Is if somebody makes a joke
I was
about me,
like,
you better stand
what
up for me.
honor, bro? She fucking cheated on him.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she basically said if somebody made a joke like that about me, then you should probably do the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm never slapping a dude because he made a joke.
Some 7'6", like
Yeah,
380-pound dude is like,
this dude slaps
like
your girl's ass. What you
makes
doing?
a tame joke about your girl.
Yeah.
She's like, why didn't you knock him out?
Dude, oh my gosh. Have you?
I feel
Oh,
like
you want to talk about how women will bring up scenarios and they're like, "Would you still date me if I was a 2 foot midget with no arms and legs and only spoke German?"
Your
It's
girl
like,
actually do that?
no, she hasn't done that, but I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
girls do that. Girls do
Yeah.
that. It's like,
No.
would you still date me if I was a worm? It's like, no, you're a worm. And you're like, you don't love me. You're like, no, you're a fucking worm. How do I love a worm?
Tenderly.
Gently. They got two heads, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I hate the thing I hated is like when they get mad at you over stuff you did in your dream or in their dream, sorry.
She got mad at me the other day for that.
Yeah.
She was like, "You cheated on me in my dream." And I was like, "I don't know what to tell you." And she was mad at first because she like it was so vivid that she thought it was real. And then after like an hour, she was like, "Wait, that wasn't real."
Yeah.
Just gotta
You
learn
gotta
how to
like,
lucid dream, man.
no, no. Do you want to talk about
Yeah.
lucid dreaming? Because I feel like if we
No,
do,
I
if
could
we
so
do, it's
see
gonna be
Garrett just
like
so
officially a
good.
podcast.
I
Oh,
would
dude.
love to talk about lucid dreaming.
Yes, we
Dan, I
need
have
to
a
because
specific lucid dream about you.
Oh God, no,
wait, have
Have
you
no.
seen
you
that?
have you heard this one?
You told me when we drank that one night. I
So
smoked a
fucking
cigarette for the
funny.
first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Wait, have you guys seen that meme where it's like boys in the locker room like, "Oh, I dreamed about you last night." "Oh yeah, what was we doing?" "We was fucking."
Oh, you know you was in my dream last night? Oh, where? What was we doing? We was fucking.
We was fucking, yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. What was we doing? We was fucking. And it
Oh
ends
man.
there too. It's the best part.
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like I have to
could.
clarify what the dream was now, otherwise the implication.
Yeah, the implication. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not far off.
I'm just saying.
Uh, no, no, it was, um, I was in like an office, right? And you and Grayson walked into the office, and you're like trying to get me to go out in the hallway, and I know there's like a fucking like monster, like nightmare type thing out there. And I'm like, no, I'm not going out in the hallway. They're like, why not? I'm like, because this is a dream. That's a nightmare around the corner. Fuck. And then Dan, you're like, dude, this isn't a dream. I'm like, oh yeah, show me your ID. You hand me your
I forgot
ID,
this story.
and it says Dan Fruitcake, and I just throw it back at you. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
So
It's
fucking
like, dude, that's
true.
my actual name. I swear. I swear it's always been like that. I'm Dan Fruitcake.
Oh
And
my
my friends
god.
call me Fruity.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's the best story. I think that's the coolest thing that's ever happened in my life. It's at least the funniest thing that's ever happened in my life. And it happened in a dream.
Yeah.
True.
No, I love
Yeah.
that shit. It's like that, and then like counting the fingers on your hand, and like checking clocks. It's like those are my three go-to.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know how to lucid dream. I've tried a few times, but usually I'm having like a vivid dream, and then I'll wake up because I realize it's a dream. It's like super realistic, and then I wake up, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go back. Maybe I'll never get the hang of it.
Oh yeah, I used to, because I tried to do it for like a long time, and first like I couldn't realize that I was dreaming, and then like I started to realize I was dreaming, but I'd get so excited because I'm like, oh my God, I get to finally lucid dream, and I'd wake myself up, and then finally I was like, you know what? I don't care about lucid dreaming anymore. And then I was able to like realize it,
Mm.
not wake myself up, do the tricks, and then like boom, telekinesis.
That reminds me of a thing someone told me recently. What is it? Let me think. It was some sound advice from a sage. Dan, do you know what I'm talking about?
Uh, no.
It doesn't matter. That's right. That's what it
Oh
was.
my dude, it's been so long since you said that I just completely forgot.
It's because
I
it became the new like squirrels thing where it's like every time I see someone, they're like, "Oh, dude, it doesn't matter," and I'm like, "Yeah, but like it's Tuesday. Like, why are you like, what are you talking
forgot.
about?
Sorry, this is a Wendy's.
Like, I'm trying to get lunch right now." They're like, "Oh, but it doesn't matter what you get for lunch." I'm like, "Okay, like let me eat."
Yeah, I'm just trying to eat my burger.
Uh,
Dude, uh, for a fun fact, do you have a picture of that, Grayson? Framed?
fuck you.
Do
I
you have
gotta
a
put
picture
it.
of it?
Yeah, yes, I have it in my room right now, but now I have to
Oh
put a
yeah.
picture on the in the editing.
Framed, crumpled up piece of notebook paper. Scribbled on it says it doesn't matter
Wait,
from the time that.
should I tell that story on the podcast?
Yeah, feel free. I was gonna
Maybe
tell it.
leave out a few key elements,
Yeah, you know
but
what?
yeah.
Maybe we don't tell that story on the podcast.
All right, no, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Uh,
Yeah.
Anyway, Grayson's got a picture or a piece of notebook paper with the words "It doesn't matter" scribbled on it, framed in his room.
yes.
When he
Yeah.
when he had an epiphany about his life.
Yeah, I had that because I was thinking about like nihilism and Buddhism and atheism and all this crazy stuff, and then it just
Bunch of other isms.
bunch of other isms. Exactly what you just said. I'm just gonna repeat it.
Doesn't
But you know what, Dan? It doesn't matter.
matter. You're right. It doesn't matter that you repeated what I said. It also doesn't matter that we've gone on for an hour.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we could call it here, honestly, if you want. Or let's
Yeah, I
do
mean, I
probably do one more
don't
good
really
one.
have any more time.
Fuck!